Hi guys, David Jennings here, and we're just at the Online Retailers Conference, and we just had a fantastic session with Brendan here from Google. Wanted to find out a little bit more. I know your main focus for that presentation was all about mobile marketing and what's coming down the pipe. One of the things you sort of talked about was some of the new technologies and things Google's coming up with, like Google Goggles, and the way that that's going to start to impact on searches on mobile. Interested to get your insight, because I think you talked about people taking photos of barcodes and then how that's going to effectively run a Google search, so incorporating that data into your website.
Yeah, sure. I mean, what we're seeing is like the emergence of mobile devices and smartphones in a lot of global marketplaces, whether it be here, Europe, or the US. What we're seeing is it's changing the behavior of search, right? So whereas on a desktop you're going to be doing search, you don't have tools like a camera or peripherals always or the layman doesn't really actually use like a webcam to do a scan or anything like that. The mobile, it's all inbuilt with through applications that are built either on the iPhone platform or the Android platform. So what we're actually seeing is that the ability to access information is increasing greatly.
Yeah.
So you could be in store and do a scan of a barcode, or be walking across to be getting a QR code as a promotion, and be prompted to scan it, and then what you can do is access an online repository straight away.
Yeah.
So you can see the prices from $3 up to $25, whereas if the item you're looking at in store may be $22, you wanted to sit and have a decision then, do I want to buy it here, or can I possibly save some money by buying it online and have it shipped to me later? So what it's allowing is a smarter shopper, a more informed person, that can make a better decision as to where they want to make their purchases.
Yeah. The other thing that you talked about that was quite interesting, and talking about some stats on mobile phones. Obviously, people are doing very short queries, and then I suppose with the Android coming out and sort of starting to use voice, maybe talk to a little bit about how that might change the landscape of searches on mobile.
Yeah, sure. So what we've actually seen just in web search itself is as searches become savvier, query length increases.
Yeah.
Right? They start to know more and more what they want, and Google Suggest has had an impact on that as well. That people start to understand they need to search deeper down the funnel. Now, on a mobile device, you don't necessarily have the same functionality as a PC with a keyboard. So what we see is maybe short, fast searches to try and find information, but there is still Google Suggest features that do come on mobile devices too. So we're seeing good uptick in that. What we're seeing an explosive growth is in voice search.
Yeah.
When the voice technology is good and is matched well, it's the ease of use that is really changing it. People have mentioned that mobile devices can be finicky to type on, and I'm not a 14-year-old 50 texts a night kind of person, but voice search allows you to engage with the platform in a natural environment.
Yeah.
So the demo I did on stage was just doing a search for Sony Bravia LCD TV. Now that's a 4-word keyword that may take me maybe 10, maybe 15 seconds to type, but 2 seconds to say. Okay, so that's where we actually see it going, because if people can do that, then adoption's going to increase, and also the ability for people to access that information faster is what we're all about. I mean, we try and Google's mission, which is organising the world's information and making it readily usable and accessible. Our other mission is also to have you leave our website as soon as possible.
Yeah,
right.
Finding what it is that you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't want people on our site for like 2 minutes per page or anything like that. We want you there and gone in a second, because that's when we're doing our job correctly in terms of delivering relevancy. That's what we're seeing on mobile as well.
And then, likely, last thing I wanted to ask about, and this is something that a few people have been starting to talk a little bit more about, and thought you might have some insight, is the rich media snippets, and the way that's seems relatively new introduction, but we're sort of starting to see it included in normal search results. I don't know if you have any insights into...
Yeah, so that's what we call universal search. Okay, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get better. If someone searches for, say for example, Cristiano Ronaldo goal, are they looking for the stats on what he's done, which may be on Wikipedia? Are they looking for photos of him scoring a goal? They're looking for videos. So what we're looking to do is we're trying to understand better, when a user does a search, what is it that they're looking for? So we've started in web search, providing more and more options available to people. You may have seen on the left you can search for video, images. We've had images for a long time, but with YouTube integration and things like that, we're getting better at serving video as well. this is also going to come to mobile too. And you know, Google Goggles, which you mentioned before, lends itself to that, lends itself to image search. So you could do a search for an image like the Opera House. Now, do you want to see more photos of it in different light? If you're looking at a painting, do you want to see more paintings like that by the same artist? So you're not necessarily going to the search for a text result. You're going for some kind of rich media experience. And I think that Google's getting better at that in terms of delivering what we call universal search.
Perfect. All right. Well, just want to thank you for your time. If people want to find out more about you, I don't know, do you operate through do you have your own blog or something like that, or when you work for Google, you kind of just go into there?
I'm pretty internal, but I do speak at some events. But if you do have any questions, you can always reach me at bforster@google.com.
Perfect.